So last fall, I get this email from a group of people who buy YouTube channels. My first thought is, wait, what? I can sell this thing? And then my second thought was, how much money are we talking about? So this email landed in my inbox, I think in September of last year. So it's been a pretty long journey that has led to this video here today. And as soon as I got it, I immediately started writing back, like, what kind of money are we talking about? $5, $500, $5,000, $5 million? I know it's not $5 million. I don't think I want to sell, but you know, everyone has their price. But I also am wondering, what is my price? So as my finger hovers over the send button, I held back for a second and it dawns on me, this is a negotiation and I can't just come off as desperate, because I'm not desperate. I'm not. Maybe a little desperate. I just want to know what the number is. So I wrote to Eddie. Who the heck is Eddie? He's my rep. He handles all of my brand deals. So if you see a sponsorship on this channel, he has negotiated the price for that ad. His lawyers draw up all of the contracts and stuff. He's a cool dude, and he generally understands the value of these things far better than I do. So if Eddie reaches out to these people, I will look like a pro and I might get a better deal. So I'm talking to Eddie on the phone. I don't remember how the conversation went. What's the number, Eddie? I just want to know the number. So at the end of the conversation, we just decide Eddie's going to handle the negotiation. So he runs off to get me that number. And then I was left to think, would I actually sell? No. Well, probably no. Here's the thing. I have two YouTube channels. This is an important clarification here. We have this channel right here. This is my main channel. This is my tech channel. I post here pretty much every week, sometimes more. This is my job. This is my livelihood. I have been doing this full time for about 5 years. And in 2021, I started a second YouTube channel for art tutorials. And that channel has just been sitting there. I haven't posted on that channel for a year and a half. July of 2023 is the last video. Before that, it was the fall of 2022. So it's kind of dormant. That channel still continues to grow though. It's up to about 500,000 subscribers and it's just sitting there. That's the channel they want to buy. It's probably easier at this point to read the initial email that they sent over to me. We aren't looking to acquire just any channel though. We're only approaching channels we think have a very clear identifiable brand identity through the type of content, with the potential to continue scaling. And yeah, if you've never seen my second channel, it's kind of unique. I don't think there's anything else like it on YouTube. It's a storytime animation channel, but each episode is also an art tutorial, like if Odd Ones Out or Jaded Animations started making Bob Ross videos. So it sounds like what they want to do is keep building on what I was doing, and honestly, I'm not sure they can, but okay. The reason I'm willing to hear them out is that, well, one, I want to know that number still. It's just pure curiosity, and also because that channel is just sitting there. It's been a bit of a weight around my neck the last few years. You know that meme with the guy and the girlfriend, he's looking over his shoulder at the other girl, you know the one I'm talking about. Since I started that channel in 2021, I have been that meme. I'm with my main channel, but I'm always looking over my shoulder thinking, what could that second channel be? And every few months I get to thinking, man, if I could just turn that into something, it could be special. I could just knock that out of the park. I just know I can. And this has been a constant battle between the logic side of my brain that says, stick with what's working, and the passion side of my brain that's like, but you could do something cool with that. And every so often, I get that itch to start working on a video for that second channel, and the passion side takes over, and I just want to go for it. Now, to make a video for this channel, the one you're watching now, it can take anywhere from a day to make a news video to a full week if I'm doing a review or something like that. Realistically, on average, I'd say it takes 3 or 4 days mostly to make my videos. It kind of depends. There's a variation there. And I could go a lot faster, but I kind of waste a lot of time testing tech and Googling things and trying out different configurations and trying to break stuff. To make a video for that second channel, it can take 3 to 4 weeks. It is so much more labor intensive. And since I'm doing this channel and it's taking up most of my time, building another video for that channel on the side was taking like 2 or 3 months just to get out one single video. When you work on a video for 3 months, that's a long time. You have a lot of time to think, especially when you're drawing. You have nothing but your own thoughts to keep you company. And in that time, the logic side of your brain takes over a lot. It just creeps in and creeps in and creeps in, and it asks, is this the best use of my time? I have a perfectly good YouTube channel over here that makes me money and I can live off of it. Why am I throwing so much time into building a second business that is taking time and energy and money away from my main channel? I hate to talk about money so much, but this is my livelihood, and so I do have to think about it. It does factor into the conversation. And at the end of the day, if I spend a week on a video on this channel and it doesn't do well, that's okay. There's a new video coming out next week. On the other channel, if I spend a month or more on a video and it doesn't do well, there ain't nothing for another month. So in the end, logic side of my brain always wins out. I finish the video on the second channel and then I go back to my main channel. Passion satisfied for now. I can stop looking over my shoulder, and that satisfies me for a few months. And this cycle just continues every few months for years now. So when that email arrived in my inbox and they offered to buy the channel, I really did consider it. If they were willing to give me money, like a good amount of money, I could just hand it over. Problem solved. I can stop looking over my shoulder. This could be a win-win. No more giant distractions. I can focus on the thing I need to be focusing. Oh, I got an email. Oh, it's from Eddie. What's the number? Brad, before they can assign any value to their channel, you have to share with them all of your analytics. Come on, man. What is this? So yeah, another step. I guess it makes sense. They want to know what they're buying. I was just hoping to just get a range. What on earth is this thing worth? I have no idea. So I start taking screenshots of how many viewers the channel gets, what are their ages, how much ad revenue the channel makes. Why are you looking at me like that? You want me to tell you how much the channel makes? All right, screw it, why not? Here's my analytics homepage. I make between $400 and $500 a month on this channel. Now, I haven't done anything on this channel in a year and a half. So this is just purely passive income. Every month, I get a check for a few $100. When I was publishing videos on a regular basis on that channel, it was pushing closer to like $1,000 a month. This is not enough to live on, at least not here in the US, but it's really good money. It's great to have that coming in every single month. And at this point, many of you are like, what is wrong with this dude? This is crazy. Keep the channel. So many people out there want a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers, a channel that literally sends you a check every month for doing nothing. Why would you give that up? And as this process drug on and on with me sharing some analytics, them asking for more analytics without giving me the price, the number that I was willing to sell for in my head kept creeping up and up and up. At one point, they wanted full access to my channel, full analytics access, whatever. I was a bit reluctant here, but I ended up saying yes. I gave them secondary access, so all they could see was the back-end data. They couldn't like upload or delete anything, so they couldn't hack it. So while I was talking to Eddie, I asked him point blank, what do you think they will offer? And I stopped him as soon as he started talking. I said, wait. I want to guess. And you tell me if I'm crazy. So I said, I bet they offer me $15,000. And he said, yeah. That's probably the ballpark of what they're looking at. Eddie was guessing in the 15 to 30,000 range. And I thought, crap. I was kind of hoping he would have a much bigger number in mind. Like he would stop me and say, oh no, it's like 10 times that, Brad. How did I come up with that number in my head? I thought, okay, what would 3 years of YouTube revenue look like? Just AdSense revenue look like? And they would compensate me for those 3 years of AdSense revenue. So that's probably about where I got like 15 grand. 15 grand is a weird number because it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But if you think about it in terms of how much money does the average person in the US have to make a year to live, it's not life-changing money. And also, I put a lot of work into building that channel. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. But that is all a sunk cost. It doesn't matter to the person buying it. They only see the value of that channel going forward. And it was at this point that I may have started ranting at Eddie. I am so sorry, man. I know you're gonna watch this and I wanna say thanks for being my sounding board. I was like, they don't see the full potential of this channel that I see. Look at the worst performing video on that channel. It has 200,000 views. The best has over 4 million views. Look at the comments. People love this stuff. Nobody gets excited about my tech videos on the main channel. I mean, a few people do, but people are legit get pumped when a new video comes out. You look at the comments from just the past week and people are saying, where'd this channel go? Why isn't he posting more? I want more. No one says that about my original channel. And the money. Yeah, I know it's low right now, but you could do so much. You could do Patreon or memberships. You could do sponsorships with those kind of numbers. Merch, art supplies, online courses. They have no idea what they are buying. They have no idea what this thing is worth. They don't get it. They can't see it. Oh no, I'm looking over my shoulder again. Here I am thinking I'm gonna get rid of this passion voice for good, forever, and I'm right back to where I started, and in fact, it's even worse. Inside me, I'm thinking, screw them. I want to make this channel freaking epic, and I'm gonna show these people who don't really know who I am or will ever look at me again. I'm mad, and these people haven't even given me a number yet. And that is the thing that always tugs at me and always will. Everyone who creates something, whether they admit it or not, wants people to like it. I want people to like it as much as I do. So a week later, Eddie texts me back, we have a number, and he wants to know, when do you have time to talk to them? I have not talked to them yet. I don't know what they're gonna do with the channel. I don't know anything. But at this point, I don't want to sell. I really do not want to sell. But I'm wondering, what if the offer's really good? What do I do? So before we set up a call with them, Eddie gives me the number. And, you ready for this? 17,000. We were close. That's right in the neighborhood of where we were guessing, a little bit higher than we were expecting. And here's the weird thing. When it's an abstract idea, they may offer you 15,000. It's very easy to say no. But when all of a sudden someone is like ready to hand you a check for $17,000, you think about it a little differently. But I did say no. We never set up that phone call. We just plowed ahead. Partially because the passion side of my brain was running hot, and because if I'm patient, I will just make that an AdSense over the next few years, and then it will just keep making money into the future. Eddie also threw an idea out there. He said, if you really think this is valuable, but you want someone else to run it, we could like counter offer them. We could say something like, Brad wants to keep partial ownership over the channel, but you create the content. So that way, if the channel takes off, if they make a lot of money, I'll just get passive income from that channel on the side going forward. And after talking that over with Eddie a little bit and what that would entail and that sort of thing, I decided, being a minority owner of a channel that I started that has my name attached to it, I didn't like that idea, especially because I wouldn't have final say over the content or how it was produced. If they decide down the road to take some kind of like sleazy crypto sponsor, I can't veto that. If they decide to make all of the artwork for the channel's animation with AI and my name's attached to that crap, actually, now that I say that out loud, I bet that's exactly how they would go about making content for the channel. I'm gonna take a little detour here, and I'm gonna talk about Nintendo for a second, and this all ties back in, trust me. When Nintendo releases a new Mario or Zelda game, I know that I'm going to play it. I just love what they make so much. It's just instant play. I trust them. And I think every creator, whether you're an illustrator or you make music or YouTube videos or you're a writer, whatever it is, you want to make something that makes people want more of that thing. That is the pinnacle of being a creator. I don't think that's the case on this channel. I know a lot of you are writing in the comments, Brad, we love it when you have new videos that come out. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. But I want to shoot higher. And I also know that in order to get there, I have to grow as a creator. And because tech is the way it is, because this industry is the way it is, covering news, making tech reviews is more about speed and about getting things out timely in order to get views than it is about quality. Now, hopefully, like there's a balance between those two things. You could do a good job and also get these things out on time. But really, timeliness is going to trump quality every time when a new product releases. It's just how the algorithm and people's interest works. But I want to get better at video production. I want to take this shot. And so I am. This year, 2025, I'm going to try to publish a new video on that channel every month. I know that's an ambitious goal. I have actually scaled it down a little bit. I've decided to say I want to do 10 videos on that channel this year. This is going to take a lot out of me. This is going to take a lot of hustle. This is going to take probably working evenings and weekends to pull off to run this channel and also run that other channel at the same time. But I'm going to do it for 1 year, just 1 year, and I'm going to see what happens. I wrote up a business plan. I've been brainstorming video topic ideas. And if at the end of the year, I can't make a go at that second channel, then I know I can say I tried it didn't work, and I can walk away. And I can know that it is not worth looking over my shoulder anymore. And I'll have it out of my life, and I won't have to think about what ifs. What if I took that channel in this direction? What if I had made that? What if I actually dedicated the time to it? I'm just gonna do it. If it does work, cool. I would love to get to a point where I could hire someone or a few people to help me animate and do that sort of thing, take some of that load off my plate, generally improve the quality of those videos. Each video will be animated, by the way. I do plan on tackling a new thing in art. It's probably going to change from where the channel has been in the past for several reasons. That channel's always been about like the basics of art, learning how to draw heads, how to draw this, how to draw that, perspective 101, that sort of thing. But I want to do more storytelling and art type stuff. Part of it is I am on a journey to learn art. And so as I learn things, I tend to teach what I learn in those videos. And when you get to certain things, like drawing hands, I'm not particularly good at that. So doing a video teaching other people how to draw mediocre hands, I don't think is a good use of my time. So maybe instead what I do is like a 30-day challenge. Can I teach myself how to draw good hands in 30 days and go through that process in a fun, goofy, animated way? So to kick off the channel, I have 2 videos coming out. One of them I am posting right now at the same time as this video. It is a video short. It's called A Brief History of Peeing in Outer Space. It may sound familiar to you. It was a video that I started when I was doing my Procreate Dreams review little over a year ago. I just got around to finishing up that entire video. It's like 4 minutes long. So that's posted, that's on the channel now. And then next week, I have a video that is this close to done that is about how I made that animated short. So it's following that pattern of I try something and then I make a video explaining how that process went, some of the things that I learned, some of the things that went well, some of the things that didn't go well, and what you can learn from it too. Also, if you're interested in supporting this crazy idea, I'm going to be playing with YouTube memberships. It's kind of like Patreon, but it's already like built into YouTube. There's going to be updates there. There's going to be some bonuses and benefits. I have some ideas there. I'm not quite ready to put it down on paper as to exactly what I'm going to be doing for members, but there is going to be some cool stuff there. So if you want to support the channel financially in that way, that's awesome. If not, just watching the videos is actually a really great way to support my channel and support any YouTuber you like. Just watching a video from beginning to end tells the algorithm you'll like it, and it ends up recommending it to more people. What about this channel? I mentioned before it's not going away, but it does mean less content. I'm going to be focusing more on big reviews instead of in-between content. That's something that you kind of have to do when you run a channel is, you do a review and then maybe the next big product release is a month or 2 out. And so you do like iPad versus Samsung. Probably going to be doing less of that in-between stuff, but still going to be covering some of the news, big product releases, and that sort of thing, but probably doing less smaller product reviews on the side, and generally probably not going to have 4 to 6 videos a month anymore, maybe scale it down to like 2 videos a month here. We'll see how it goes. But what do you think? Is this crazy? Let me know down below in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you, well, I'm going to see you in a couple of days. Thanks for watching, guys.